Good morning, farmers. Yep, out gathering honey, and I am gathering lots of it, it seems like this morning. And I also need to stop by the dock on my way around because I did check, and James appears he wants to fish. Well, he didn't say he wants to fish. He just doesn't look too thrilled this morning. So we need to encourage him to keep the mice out of my pantry area. As soon as I can find the fish, I will cast a line. We'll bring them on in. There they are right there. Hopefully we get a quick catch this morning. And then I need to hire some workers, and we're going to get to work. What am I doing? Cultivating some fields. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Did all the fish disperse and go somewhere else? Nope. We're fine. And I'll do it the way the game kind of intended, by keeping the bar in between the lines, and he's close enough. There we go. I got a fish for James. Job done. I can call it quits, right? No? Alright. Yeah, Rex is over here by the fireplace like he is. He likes to stay warm. Alright, so let's come over here. One more beehive to check, and also I need to check on the flowers as well. A lot of them are semi-wet, so I may want to water those. I may want to water them next time. Yeah, next time. I think they can get down to where it says almost dry, and you're gonna be fine. Let's go find James, because if I don't feed him now, there's a slight chance he may not keep the mice out of the pantry. There he goes. He seems to like me very much. Oh, by the way, when I did the yield testing, I was advancing time over 2 months. James was still here, and he didn't have the heart. He just had the yellow face, where he's just like, whatever, I'm just here kind of look. So he didn't run away, but I think in the patch notes when James was introduced to the game, it didn't say he would run away. Kind of like they said that Rex would. But then again, I never feed Rex either, but he's always happy. The wife is already in the kitchen. Timmy is, in the crib. And yeah, I will say this. I'm liking the color of the farm now. It's not all random colors. This color down here, though, I may want to swap it out so it matches the house and the garage itself. But then again, it kind of matches the hay barn, because the hay barn only has one color that it can be. It doesn't look too bad. I just didn't like that red and orange, but yeah, I kept it forever. So how much? 8 jars of honey. 8 jars of honey, and I'll keep them. My food condition is pretty good this morning, so I can probably get right to work. But the one thing I want to do is hire some more workers here, because I can. So I just got one worker going. All right. What's the condition of these fields over here? That needs to be cultivated. So we'll go ahead and hire someone to cultivate that. Like I said many times, I usually like to cultivate the fields only, basically the ones I know I'm going to be harvesting, because, yeah, when they cultivate the fields, they really don't take out the furrows from when it was plowed. So it gets kind of bumpy if you're in the harvester. Not as bad as it used to be, but it's just something I just tried to do. So I should have my tractor down here where I left it at the last episode on a day on the farm. Yep, still here. And I remember it from passing the field when I was doing the yield test. Right over there. Right over there. Let's go ahead and... Come on, hitch up. Was I too far forward? How about that? There we go. Alright, so it's been 6 seconds. Let's go back in here. This field has been plowed, but it needs to be cultivated. Alright, so we'll go ahead and cultivate that. And now I need to get a good camera angle here so I can kind of see what I'm doing. And this has been plowed right yet. 99% plowed. 99%. Did I plow this? No, I didn't plow this. I can tell this was a job of a worker. When you see the half crescent moon rings going to each corner of the field, that was done by a worker. So I do have room for one more worker to be hired. So it's been 6 seconds, and might as well keep on going down this road here. Plowed, not cultivated. It does have 1% of fertilizer in it, which is rather interesting. So, whatever. Cultivate for, wow, $2,100, huh? Alright, well, it saves me from going over there. I got enough work to do as it is. Yeah, I know I just hired a worker to cultivate a field because I don't want to go way over there with a cultivator to do so. I kind of want to I want to breeze through this season. I don't want to just skip it, but I want to breeze through it. It's time to get little Timmy out of his crib, I think. I haven't tested it yet to just keep skipping weeks at a time to get the next season off camera, just to make sure Timmy will come out of the crib next year, because if Timmy doesn't come out of the crib next year, I'm sending him off to a private school. I don't care if he's out of the crib or not. He's going to a private school. He's gone. You can't spend 4 years in a crib. I mean, what's up with that? Alright. So, yeah, I'm not going to quite hire anyone to seed these fields yet. And, yeah, I'm still sticking with the lupine. I don't care what the test says. Now, if I was hurting for money, then yes, I probably would go back to my yield test and think, I should maybe plant this or that. But since I got the cash, and I do like the looks of lupine, we're going to go ahead and do the lupine around here anyways. So I won't hire any workers to seed the field until we do that, the big field over there, the 3.114, is it? Yeah, the ratio of pi. So, yeah, when I do that, start cultivating that field, I'll hire workers for all three at the same time, even the one I'm cultivating in, because I'll get a good heads up or a head start on that field, and before I hire him to seed, and he can come in and seed right behind us. That's my plan going forwards, anyways. So today, not much doing other than, well, right now the only plan I have is cultivate this field. That's the only plan I have. I may go around and see what kind of jobs there are, or so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm not going to be working a full day, just because I'm actually recording this episode after I did the yield test over there. Believe it or not, because I'm stupid that way. So yeah, recording back episodes right back from one another. So yeah, I don't want to be here for too much longer. But, you know, the recording must be done. So, yeah, my only job today is to do this. I'm going to check out some salsa jobs. See what's out there. If there's any fix-the-building jobs, I'll go ahead and do those. Grab some quick cash and social points, I assume. Yeah, the quick cash will definitely help us out pay off some of these workers we're hiring. But, yeah, other than that, this is an easy day on the farm, I do believe. Maybe I'll even talk to the wife at some point just to make sure that she's still talking to me. Maybe she thinks I'm not talking to her, which really I haven't been. I don't think. I think it's been a while since we chatted with her. Maybe about, was it like the last 4 episodes? Maybe I have not. I assume she just wants to be talked to, and just so she knows that I realize that she's there. And of course, James, we took care of James this morning, and Rex, yeah, I don't have no solution to Rex. I don't know why Rex is still stuck there. I've said before, off camera, I've tried taking a tractor up to him, and yeah, it was kind of difficult to get in there. Of course, I picked like the biggest tractor there was. Maybe in hindsight, maybe I was trying to think, well, the bigger the tractor, the better chance I have to push him out of there. Actually, it was the bigger the tractor, the harder it is to get in there, so that wasn't the brightest idea. But then again, I never really have bright ideas. Yeah, I know I'm destroying crops. That, yeah, I realize that. There's some things I still would like to see added to the game, and of course, you know, they're still making patches and updates to the game. But that's one thing to where I don't think we should get repeated warnings from workers in fields. I wonder if if we could be able to turn off repeated warnings. That'd be one thing I'd like to see added. And the other thing I probably would like to see added, and this doesn't really affect me on this save game, but I would like to see kind of like economy choices. In other words, I hate to say this because I'm comparing it to like Farming Simulator, where they have like easy, normal, and hard economy styles. Just because I just remember, I have seen a couple posts, not recent posts, but especially when the full release came out, a lot of people I shouldn't say a lot of people, but a few people were complaining that the grind was probably too long before you could, buy your first piece of equipment. So I know for me, it didn't seem to bother me when I first started playing because the game was new, and of course in the first, I would say the first few hours when you play a game, it's always the oohs and ahs of a game. First, you're like, oh, look at this, look at that, and the first, I don't know, depending on how much you like the game, but I know like the first, say, 20 or 30 hours, you're just interested in like, oh, look, I can do this, oh, look, I can do that. But for some people, I think maybe it takes too long to get enough money and or social points before you can buy your first tractor. And to them, that's kind of a grind. So maybe they could also add like an easy, medium, hard economy so you can play the kind of style that you want. I don't think it should affect your social points, but I think the economy part of it might be helpful to some people to move along at a faster pace that they like. Because it doesn't really hurt anyone in a sense because it's a single player game, so it's they're playing the game the way they want to. So I think we should be given the choice of the economy settings being normal as it is now. Maybe even go to a hard stage, which is harder than it would be now. That would be kind of interesting. And who knows, maybe in the future, like I said, maybe another map as like I know, maybe a DLC or something like that. Because that's, for me, and this is just my opinion, but it's kind of like Farming Simulator in a way, to where Farming Simulator only had one map. I wouldn't play Farming Simulator as much as I do now because a new map just gives you just different scenery. It seems like a new game when you start over on a different map. I think that's why mainly I didn't feel like I wanted to start over when the full release came out on Farmers Dynasty, just because I didn't feel like I wanted to start over on the same map. If there was like a new map, I probably would have had no problem starting over. Yeah, just a little bit of things I probably would like to see in the game. I know some other people probably have already mentioned this before as well, but why not throw my opinion out there, right? Why not? I am going to keep that field over there not plowed or cultivated for a while because that's my test map. Even though I do have a backup save of that field in that condition as it is. I got more tests I would like to do. I don't know when I'll get to it. Especially, like I said, I just barely did that recording and edited it, and actually the video is actually uploading as we speak. But yeah, I got other tests I'd like to do, but like I said, not anytime soon, because that test I just did, oh man, at least the good thing about that test I did is when I hired someone to seed the field, and every time they seed the field, they always got the field 100%. It did allow me the chance for like 20 minutes or so, whatever it was it took for them to seed the field. I can get up and walk away and stretch my legs, go get a drink, go outside, get some fresh air. And yeah, you really get some fresh air when it's 5 below 0 outside. And I'm talking Fahrenheit because I'm in the States. But 5 below Fahrenheit, yeah, that really wakes you up when you go outside in t-shirt and shorts and just stand out there for a few minutes. Makes it feel even better when a brisk wind comes along. It's like, all right, that's long enough. Go back inside. I'm awake now. I'm back up. I'm ready to go. But I don't know what you guys thought about the yield test. I don't know if I think I did it all pretty good. Of course, like I said, I'm recording this episode even before that episode goes out, so I don't know what the reactions have been to it. But yeah, I think I did it as best as I think I could have. I can't think of any other way I probably would have done it to show off stats better. And I definitely don't know how to do the economy part of it because of the price fluctuation that we have in Farmers Dynasty. But maybe, thank you for the 14 social points. How about giving me some cash? How about donating some money to my mailbox for the beautiful front yard that I aspire to show you every day? Kind of. Not really, but The flowers are there for the bees. All right, so what was I saying now? I don't remember. I was saying something about the yield test, and I kind of forgot. I think it was something about the financial part of it. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. How to show it off any better financially, because the prices just fluctuate too much. Which I do like, but it's hard to know. It's hard to show what crop is best to plant. So I think going by the yield itself. And if there's only a guide to show the average price of a crop. But I don't know the average price of a certain crop. I never really studied it because, like I said before, usually, and most of the time when I harvest on this farm, it says harvest, and it's like, well, sell it. Just sell it. It is kind of curious when I see how the worker, like, plowed this field. Why from the center out to that corner he missed spots, from the center out to that corner he missed spots, but from the center to that corner or this corner he did not miss spots. And that's why it's only 99%. But I'll take 99% because I didn't do the work. And like someone would have said, if you wanted it done right, you should have done it yourself, which is correct. But then again, there's been many times I plowed a field and it's like, why isn't that 100%? And I go, it's close enough. So I shouldn't say anything. Especially in the old days with the Jack Bear and the 4-spaded plow. I think I was pretty happy with 97, 98%. It was like, alright. But as I got more experience driving those tractors and equipment, and especially getting the 5-spaded plow and the new tractor, yeah, I started to inspire myself to get the 100%. But now that we own, is it 50 fields that we own? And the money that I have, it's like, yeah, that's good enough. Now sometimes it can really bother me. So like in a field like this, if I saw like 98% that the worker did, and I can see the exact spots he missed, I mean, we can see the spots that he kind of missed. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that with the spots that he missed, it's actually at 99%. But if it bothered me enough, I'd be over here with the plow saying, yep, that needs to be taken care of. And I think this a lot when I cultivate, and I don't always say it, but now I feel like I got to say it again. But I just wish that the seed drill would hook to the back of this cultivator. You know how much time that would save us? If you could cultivate and seed at the same time? That'd be awesome. Or as some people would say, direct drill. I should almost show the picture. If I think about it when I edit this video, I'll have to put a picture up showing this cultivator and the seed drill hooked together on the back of a tractor. If I can remember, I'll try to put it, I don't know, let's say right here. And I pause because I think I'm going to do it, but more than likely, don't be surprised if I forgot. Of course, I saw the picture when this equipment came out. Oh wow, I don't know when it came out now, but it's been a while. I don't want to say a year ago, but maybe it's been a year since this wasn't brought out to Farmers Dynasty. So I looked it up online just to have a quick look at it. I'm like, oh, that's supposed... Because I think I was trying to hook it up originally because they came out at the same time, the seed drill. I think they came out at the same time, the seed drill and the cultivator. I don't remember. But I remember seeing the seed drill because 3-point linkage, the way it looked out like on the equipment, I'm like, that looks like it could hook something else to the back of it. So I went online and looked. I'm like, oh, because it's supposed to. Or it can. I shouldn't say supposed to, but it has the opportunity to. Yep, just cultivating this field. How we do come along here. 83%, not bad. Yeah, so next time, yeah, we'll definitely be in that field right across from the house. We'll cultivate that when I get maybe like 25% done cultivating it. Yeah, we'll be hiring workers to put lupine down in this field, that the field next to the one we will be cultivating, and the one we're cultivating in. And then when they're done seeding, we'll get a crop duster to come in and spray all 3 fields. I would say spray, crop dust, however you want to say it. Well, just because, I mean, it's rather cheap and it's too easy. Cheap and easy, just the way I like it. So what do you guys think about having an economy choice of hard, normal, and easy? I think it'd be rather interesting. Although I don't know how hard the economy should be. So like if you start on hard, it may take you a season or so before you could even buy your first piece of equipment. You'd definitely be using your social points then. That's for darn sure. It's like when he plowed, it almost looks like a crop circle. Like he's trying to, like the guy that plowed this field is trying to send a signal up to his friends in space or something. It's rather interesting. I don't speak alien, so I don't know what that's really saying. I mean, what does that say? Am I going to get a good view from here? Probably not. You know, if I get in the tractor, I can probably jump on the tractor. I want to get it on the other side. Let's not cultivate this signal all the way. The signal, the sign, whatever it is. See if I can get a good picture of that from above, meaning on top of the tractor. So if the cultivator is up, which it is, I've been able to do this before, but you can hop on the back of the... Don't lie to me now. There we go. Back of the cultivator, back of the track. No, don't fall off. There we go. It doesn't look like much of a crop circle from here. That might be your thumbnail, but you already seen the thumbnail. But I'm not quite sure about that. It doesn't show up as good as it is when you're in the tractor. Probably not, because now I'm starting to feel like I'm talking like stupid talk. So anyways, let's get back to cultivating. I know, I've been playing Farmers Dynasty way too long this session. Way too long. I mean, I've been playing so long I felt like I traveled back in time. Well, technically I did, because it was June 30th when I was harvesting those crops. And now I'm back to April 28th all over again. It was a vicious cycle. Right, so this field is about ready to be seeded tomorrow. I mean next episode. And now I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Stay in the tractor, Peanut. Just stay in the tractor. It's almost like the scarecrow is praying around this symbol of religion or something like that. I have no idea. Let's hurry up and cultivate this so before I start saying any more stupid things. No, I'm not going to harvest the crops before doing any more work. I don't want to do it. There we go. And this better be 100% cultivated when I get done, or I may have to drive around and look for that 1%. Well, I'm at 99%. Alright. I'm almost certain this will give me 100%. So he says. Hey, 100%. Fuel in the tractor is good. The traffic comes behind me. No, there is not. So we'll zip right out. And when I mean zip right out, at 30 kilometers an hour. And now I want to park the tractor in the field that will be next, so I don't forget what I was doing, because sometimes I do. Yeah, even the house looks better with the paint job the way it is, I think. Unless you don't like green, then you're probably thinking, oh god, change that color. But sorry. Okay, just be careful, because I've been known to get this cultivator on top of the bridge before. Let's not do that again, please. This is 3.14, is it not? 3.15. I think that number changed. It used to be 3.14. Maybe my field's getting bigger, but it's 3.15. Alright. There's got to be a field there as 3.14, because I used to call it, I used to think of it as calling that field a pi, because 3.14. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good there. Still got 3 workers over here. That's fine. This one up here should be done. What do we have for jobs? Cultivate the field area, 1 hectare. I should be checking some of these, because sometimes they could have a crop in them. It does say 1 hectare. You have a 1 hectare size field. That's the field I need to do my testing in. No, I was kidding. It's got to be this one right here. Let's see if there's any 1 hectare size. I just want to look at it because there could be crop in it. If there's crop in it before you cultivate that field. What field was it? This one down here. Is my John Deere there? I was going to say, did someone steal my is my Jack Bear here? If someone stole my Jack Bear, I might not be a happy camper. Hello, Wyatt. How are you? Although if it's 1 hectare, it may not be. Is it worth it to harvest the crops in it? It is if it's canola. I don't have my sheet in front of me. What is it? Canola, wheat, barley. I kind of forgot already. Maize was a good yield, but the price sucked on maize. What field am I at now? This is the 0.6 hectare size field. And, you know what? I could probably just got my drone out, Peanut, and then he could have flown over it. Oh, is it grass? Oh, it's lupine. They are growing lupine in the field, and you want me to cultivate it. If this is the field, that's the thing. If that's the field. So, yeah. Don't feel like cultivating a field, because we're doing plenty of that. Transport. Cultivate the field. Oh, another one, really? Delivered tomatoes. 1.14. A lot of choices over here. 1.14. Alright, well, it's right next to the greenhouses. Might as well have a quick look at them. Let me mark it on the map so I don't go running around like an idiot. Oh, yeah, I know that field. I know that field. The fields I really don't know too well are down in the southern part of the map. I used to look at those and go, nah. Just got my shoes wet walking through the river. Well, there is a crop in it, but it looks like grass. Is it grass? No, it's actually the beginning stages of barley. Why is the game having me... I mean, they're giving me quests, which is good, but why have me cultivate a field that's got crop growing in it? So that was 4 jobs. I did look at the floor. Cultivate, tomatoes... Oh yeah, transport and that. Alright, so let's head back to the farm. Just like that. And I think my wife is outside. She's feeding the chickens. And let's take that star off the map before it drives me nuts. just go say hello. Close the gate so the deer can't come in. Is Ronnie out today? Ronnie's not out here today. Can I see Ronnie in there? Oh, there's Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie, what's up? Has Ronnie been a bad boy? Is that why he's stuck in the coop today? Something wrong? Something on my shoes? I can't see my own shoes. That's interesting. I never tried to do that. You can't see your own legs? Okay.
Darling?
Good morning, dear.
It's still morning, huh? All right. Let's see how she is today.
Nice to see you, love. How are you?
I love our hen. There's a lot of life in the hen house now, and the eggs are delicious.
Don't tell the chickens that. And she must be hot because she's trying to fan herself. I'll give her a compliment because...
Good morning, dear.
That's what you got to do when you're the guy, right? Make them feel good.
You really look beautiful today.
It is so nice to hear. Thank you.
A little heavy on the mascara, though, but, you know, other than that, not too bad. See you, Ronnie. I'll go down and see Rex. See what he's up to, other than being stuck by the fireplace. Oh, how are we doing on 71%? So I got about a month before that fills up? No, it's not a month. Half a month, maybe. I looked quickly, and for some reason, I don't know why the way that boar was looking down there, it kind of looked like a black bear. Interesting. Yeah, I might need a nap here. Let's sit in this bench here as close as we can to Rex. There we go. Well, it is noon, so, you know, I put in a half day's work. Okay, 6 hours, if you will. But, yeah, that's what we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching, as always. I'll catch you next time on A Day in the Farm. But until then, have a good one.